On Tuesday, November 27th, we're here in Monument Square to demonstrate for our human right to health care and health care justice. Universal, single-payer, guaranteed health care. Everybody raise your voice. What do we want? Health care. When do we want it? Now. We're here today to push on for the fight to get us all some health care, because health care is a basic human right. My name's Jessie Beer. I'm a co-coordinator of Portland Organizing to Win Economic Rights. POWER is a grassroots anti-poverty action group that's dedicated to winning our economic human rights, ending economic oppression, and abolishing poverty. We're a low-income led grassroots group. So we're all here demonstrating today because we're united in our belief that healthcare is a fundamental human right. Martin Luther King once said, of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane, and we couldn't agree more. We live in the richest nation in human history, but rather than provide the healthcare we desperately need, our government is now spending some $9 billion per month occupying Iraq. That's more than $200,000 every minute spent to hurt people and ruin lives halfway across the world, instead of helping people and saving lives right here in our own country. There's a line from a traditional song. Some of you may have heard of it. It's called All My Trials. This line says, if living were a thing that money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. Well, when healthcare is a thing that money can buy, as it is here in this country today, the rich do live and the poor do die. Because when we put a price tag on healthcare, and when we allow a few of the powerful to profit from the sickness of the many, we're in fact putting a price tag on life. That's the situation in America today. We're literally dying for healthcare. In fact, the Institute of Medicine reports that 18,300 American adults die prematurely each year solely because they lack health insurance. Whether it's because you can't afford to purchase your health insurance or because you can't afford to use the health insurance you already pay for, millions upon millions of us aren't getting the health care we need when we need it. And it's not because we're not paying for it. In fact, we're paying more than any other country on the face of the planet. Americans, as of the year 2005, have spent a whopping $2 trillion per year for health care. That amounts to some 16% of the total gross domestic product of the country. Just between the years 2000 and 2006, the cost of healthcare premiums rose by a whopping 87%. And by the end of the year 2007, these costs will have doubled. We, the American people, are paying for corporate greed. And what do we say to that? Do we like that? No! When our government politicians try to tell us that health care for everybody is something we just can't afford, you tell them that what we can't afford is this stupid system that has us all paying more to get less. We're sick of suffering without the health care we need. It's time for us to rise up on our hind legs and kick the whole for-profit system out of our health care for good. Let's tell them for once and for all that our health is not for sale, that our lives are not expendable, and that we demand universal single-payer health care now. What do we want? Health care! When do we want it? Now! How many people here are willing to join the fight for universal single-payer health care? Raise your hand!
Yeah. Make some noise!
We got to count on ourselves to get us the health care that we need, because no one's going to give it to us. We're going to have to fight for it. In April of 2008, POWER is going to be holding a Healthcare Truth Commission, where we're going to be testifying about violations to our human right to health. We're going to be talking about and hearing from some people about stories about how they have struggled to pay their health care bills, how they've had their homes foreclosed because of health care bills, because they've been in bankruptcy because of health care bills, or because they've suffered and had to deny themselves the care they needed, and how much that has affected their lives. So we hope that some among you will be interested in joining us at this event and telling your story or witnessing others telling their story, if you've got a story to share, please come and talk to us. We're going to be interviewing people to testify in the coming weeks and months. Martin Luther King once said, "There comes a time where silence is betrayal. The truth must be told." All right, ready?
Well, I went down to the president's house and I took back what he stole from me. I took back my dignity. I took back my humanity. And now it's under my feet. Where? Under my feet. Where? Under my feet. Where? Under my feet. Ain't no system gonna steal health care from me.
What do we want?
Health care!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Everybody in! Universal health care now!
We take to the streets every day and we fight this fight forever, as long as it takes, because the rich and the greedy will not help us. People are dying here, babies, kids, adults. This has to end. Go to the streets every day and take over what we have to get. Healthcare, like we've said, every day, because it's not going to go away by itself.
That's right! Yeah! The majority of Americans want this, and the politicians know that we want this, but we need to take action to put our bodies on the line to demand this. We can't just want it, we have to demand it, because until we put pressure on these people, they're never going to give it to us. Power cedes nothing without demand, and that's Frederick Douglass who said that. And, you know, I mean, if we want to look at the history of this country, we've overcome some mighty struggles in this country to make things right for people, and this is another struggle that we have yet to win. So let's get ourselves out there, let's get ourselves organized, let's speak out, and let's rally our troops for the right cause. We got to get us some health care, people.
It took me to see a movie that just opened up my whole perspective about this important subject. The situation that we're in as Americans, we're devoted to making the best bombs, weapons of war, but we can't invest in something that other countries less than us or used to be less than us can afford, a universal health care. And we can look every day and see people on the street sick, hurt, homeless, and we can't even at least create a health care that we're all covered for. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I'm totally embarrassed for not opening my eyes sooner to this, much sooner.
Hi, I'm a vet, and I'm going to say it now. Our vets are coming back with lots of injuries. We need health care, not only for them, but for everybody. 1/4 of the homeless in this country are veterans. This country is a disgrace to those who honor it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Antoinette. What do we want?